Hi, we've teamed up with UK Auto Claims to see if you could be eligible to score thousands in compensation. If you've had any cars, vans or motorbikes on finance between 2007 and 2021, go to ukautoclaims.co.uk to start your free simple check. Loads of you will have overpaid and payouts could be worth thousands, so you've got to look into it. Hit up the link below and check now for free.
AFTV Stricto, I saw you after the game. You look very, very disappointed. You cheered up a bit now, but we still got the second leg. But do you think we're going to go through?
I believe we can go through. I think the issue we had today is we didn't play with arrogance today. We didn't play with anything. I think if anything, it was the fans that had arrogance, but the players out there didn't show any bit of arrogance. And when I say arrogance, I mean that belief that you can make things happen, that believe that you feel that you're better, and not only feel that you're better, but show you're better. You looking at how we play from the back. Saliba, it's like week by week, this guy's levels are just dropping to the floor. I know it's easy to kind of go at Odegaard because he's the captain and stuff, but we got to look at the back because a lot of our attacks usually start from the back, and it usually starts with Saliba. Raya, Saliba upwards, but he was so unsure of himself. He kept 1-2. Him and Raya must have, between the two of them, must have had at least 100 passes between the two of them tonight. There's no way you can achieve anything playing like that. And then it starts putting pressure on the fans start getting frustrated. It starts encouraging and jeering, encouraging the PSG players, and that's what's going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like his levels every week is just dropped. And this is what I say to people.
That bad? I don't think he was that bad tonight. He's certainly out of all the players. Saliba.
Robbie.
One of the better players for me.
No, I disagree. I'm telling you, if you look at Saliba and you look at Gabby, there's two things that they're both good at. Gabby's good at defending, Saliba's good at playing out with the ball. We didn't see that from Saliba today. And when he doesn't do that, it kills our attack. I'm not blaming it on him. I'm not saying we lost because of him. I'm not saying we didn't score because of him. But it plays a part because when you're starting to move nervous, you show that he was getting pressed so much today. The team talk today is press Saliba, because they would have seen the last couple of weeks. Press Saliba. Saliba usually has so much time because there's no point pressing him because he usually finds the right pass, he usually composed, gets himself out of tight situations. But today, as soon as he got the ball, it was pressing him, and there's a reason for that because they know his levels are dropping, and they know maybe if you attack Saliba, he might drop a clanger and they can capitalize from it. Do you know what I'm saying? And listen,
did he drop a clanger today?
He didn't need to, but I'm saying, did he? Okay, there you go.
What, for the goal?
Yeah, he kicked one ball in the air under pressure, and there's one way he missed the ball.
Well, that led to a goal, did it?
No, but I'm not. Listen,
that bad. I mean,
Robbie, it doesn't need to lead to a goal. It doesn't need to be a mistake, but it affects the overall play of the team. Is what I'm saying.
Listen, he was getting pressed. They're all getting pressed. That was a tactic of PSG. It's what they do all the time. It's what they did to Liverpool. It's what they did to Villa, right? And at the start of the game, we didn't handle it well. I thought later on, Saliba was all right. He was actually picking the ball up and sort of driving through midfield a couple of times.
It did that once, but again, it goes back to what I'm talking about, the arrogance. We didn't have that today. Even in midfield, I think Declan Rice is probably the only player once again that can hold his head high in an Arsenal shirt. Once again. What does this guy have to keep doing? Like, it's starting to feel like that imbalance of when we had Sanchez, when it was just Sanchez trying to do everything by himself. I don't understand it. Like Odegaard today again, he's meant to be a magician, but a magician that goes missing. I don't understand the disappearing act. Like he's just not with it, and it's scary because he's a top player. Unlike most people, actually rate Odegaard highly. When Odegaard's been when he's on stuff, no one can touch him. When he's influential, he's probably one of the best players in the Arsenal team. But at this moment in time, I think I have to agree, he might actually do with being dropped for his sake. Maybe he might need to sit on the bench and see the game from that side and maybe create something in his head to come. Do you know what I mean? But at this present moment, if you're looking at our front three, that is always changing. He's the only one that has been constant, and he doesn't offer anything. No creativity, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he surprised. To be honest, Arteta surprised me today, keeping him on so long. He should have come off. He should have hooked off 65th minute. Even half time, I wouldn't have been mad because there was nothing he was doing different. But then saying that, we might go to Paris and he might be the difference. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a second leg, right? We're all disappointed right now, but there's a second leg. Can we go there and overturn it? And if we do, how?
Let me tell you something, yeah. We beat Real Madrid here 3-0, and everyone was still panicking going away. Yeah, everyone's still, oh shit, like 3-0 weren't enough. They've only got the 1-0. They missed so many. Let's be honest here. We were lucky today to get away with just losing 1-0. Let's be honest. I think their fans will probably think, actually, if we'd have got away, if they'd have scored a second or third goal, they'd probably sit a bit more comfortable. I still think if we turn up there with the arrogance that we had against Real Madrid, with the confidence, then I think we can beat them. They're a team. They're a club who are been obsessed with the Champions League, equally as we have, but they put so much into trying to win the Champions League. And I think one little thing can destabilize them. Because they've never got to, have they even gone to the final?
Yeah, they went to the final before, yeah.
When?
They lost. Yeah. A few years ago, innit? Yeah.
All right, cool. That blows my point out the window, but
No, they did lose though.
they lost, yeah. They bottled it. But anyway, listen, the main thing is we're gonna have Partey back. The first goal, you can see the space that they got through there. That doesn't happen with Partey, or certainly the likelihood of it happening is not as high. So when he comes back, I think when he got that yellow card, you could see how vexed Declan. I'll be honest, I'm still pissed about that yellow card he got because it wasn't a bad tackle. It wasn't we were leading. It was such a silly thing to do at a silly time. A player of his experience and his emotional and his IQ getting that stupid yellow. And listen, that has come and bite us today. It's plain and simple. And I really think that was sort of the difference because when Partey plays, Rice plays even better. I think he's one of the generals of our midfield. Along with Rice, they go hand in hand. But I do think we can win it, and something's telling me, and I'm saying here, something's telling me Odegaard will be influential in that game, and I don't know why. Maybe it's that he has to produce something. Maybe he owes it. Maybe he owes us it. I don't know, but I do think Odegaard might just come through for us. I don't know. Maybe he's just strict or being delusional again, as people say, But we can win it. We can win it. There's nothing else. Listen, we have to win it. There's nothing else going for us this season. Liverpool won the league the other day. I didn't give a fuck about Liverpool's league because I had this to look forward to. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've still got this competition to look forward to. So yeah, so fuck Liverpool anyway. That's what I was...